Hello, what's up YouTube? Ronix from Ronix Photography, and in this tutorial I want to show you guys how I color graded this very image. And I've been getting your questions about how I did the color grading for this very image on my Instagram, because I recently posted this image on Instagram, and this is the tutorial for you guys about how I color graded this very image. And for color grading, basically I used Capture One and Photoshop. So you're going to first of all process the raw file in Capture One, then we are going to run back into Photoshop to do the final color grading. So we are not going to do any retouching on this very image. So basically that is what I'm going to do. So we are going to change the image from looking like this. This is the one from Capture One, and it's going to look like this. So let's kick in and we start seeing how we can go about all that. So first of all, I'm going to simply come into my Capture One interface. So this is the image we are going to be color grading. So as you can see in my Capture One 21 interface, all my options are on this side, and I've always mentioned it in my tutorials about why my interface is looking the way it is. I simply migrated everything to look like this. So I simply came to Window, then I came to Workspace, then I came to Migration to have my options right on the right hand side. So simply this is the raw file, and I took it using a Canon 60 camera, ISO 100 at 7.1 apertures, using a Godox AD600 BM and a highlighter right beneath the model's chin around here. So usually when I'm going to do adjustments in Capture One, I make sure my exposure warning is on. Then the first option I go to is my levels. I pull in my blacks like that. Then I also come to my whites and I just pull them in. So you can see the exposure warning is just slightly right around here. So after I've done so, I go straight down to the base characteristics. Then I change it from this to a pro standard. So this gets me, it gets out most of the magentas from the image. Then after I come right above to my basic adjustments, I pull down my highlights like that, and also pull in my whites, then also my blacks a little bit, and my shadows slightly like that. So you can see where we are right now. You can see the after, the before, and the after so far. So after, I prefer to turn this off. Then I'm going to come right above here, and I'm going to put in a little bit of clarity into the image like that, around 4. Then I think this is all for the basic adjustments. Then I'm going to come right above here, and I'm going to simply right click and create a new field layer like that. So after doing so, I'm going to come to my, all the way down to my color editor. Then I'm going to change it from basic to skin tone right here. I'm going to get my color sample tool, and I'm going to zoom into the image like that. So I want to get a color. Basically I want to harmonize the colors or match skin tones in this image, because we have various transitions. We have magentas right around here, then we have some greens around here. So I'm just going to click a color I feel like should imitate or should be imitated in my overall image. So I'm going to go with that color, and you can come and select view selected color range to see a colors you have sampled. So basically we are good to go, and I'm going to turn this off. Yeah, I'm going to come to my uniformity, and I'm going to push it all the way to 100. Then also my saturation to around, I'm going to take it all the way to around 24 like that, plus my lightness to around 4.9, and I'm going to leave the rest at that. So after doing all this, I feel like the image is good to go, and we can now take it into Photoshop for retouching and maybe doing more color grading. So for this tutorial, we are not going to be doing skin retouching, because I have so many videos about that. I'm going to come and I'm going to right click and come to edit with, then Photoshop. So simply this is what I want to do. So since I already have my image in Photoshop, I'm just going to simply change the format to PSD, but I usually prefer TIFF. Then I'm going to use a 16-bit, of course. I'm going to click Edit Variants, and it is going to be opened into my Photoshop in just a few seconds. So in Photoshop, we are basically going to color grade this image even more to get back those colors like we had in this very image that I posted onto Instagram. So this is where we are right now. So I literally had to clean up this image. Yeah, and if at all you'd love to see my cleaning up, I'm going to be showing you guys after the color grading, because that is going to be more of a by the way. So simply what I did, I came and created a, I'm just going to simply duplicate the background layer, and I'm going to simply come right here down to the selective color option. I'm going to come to the blacks, and I'm just going to pour them in like that to around 6. Then I'm going to come to my reds like this, and I'm going to reduce on the amount of yellows like that to around -6. And after doing so, I'm going to create another stamp visible layer by hitting Shift Alternate Control E, Shift Alternate Command E on the keyboard. And I'm going to simply duplicate it too. Then come right to filter and come to my camera raw filter to do more of the color grading onto this very image. So this is where we are right now. So what I basically did in camera raw, I came all the way down to the calibration option, and I pulled the saturation of my reds to around -10. Then I also pulled the saturation of my greens to around -10, and you can see that the image is right now turning out to look beautiful. So what I also did, I came right above here, and I also did the eye and teeth whitening for this very image. So I'm just going to simply click into the eye, and I'm going to get my adjustment brush tool and simply turn down the temperatures towards the blue side, because we have warm colors. So I have to go with the opposite of yellow, that is blue. I'm just going to leave it around -28, and I'm going to put my tint to around 64. Then turn up my highlights to around 5 and my whites too. I think I'm going to leave it to around 3, and come to the saturation, and I'm going to knock it all the way down because we're removing color from the white area of the eye. And I'm going to paint over the white area to whiten it. So you have to be careful with this step. Just paint over like that to do the whitening in the white area of the eye. Remember, only paint over on what you feel should be white. So I think this is all. Then let's come all down to the teeth, and we also whiten them to give them a more vibrant feel, or a more beautiful and catchy feel. So I'm going to zoom out by hitting Command minus. So this is where we are right now, and I'm going to hit OK like that. So what I did basically after doing my camera raw color grading, I simply came to my photo filter, and I came to cooling filter 82 since my image was really too warm, and I came to the density and I knocked it down to around to around 4% basically. So this is where we are right now. You can see this image and this image. So like, I did not crop this image, so when you do the retouching, you're going to notice that we have the same colors in the image. So after doing so, what I would love to do, I would love to show you how I cleared or cleaned this background to look really nice and beautiful. I'm going to create another stamp visible layer by hitting Shift Alternate Command E on the keyboard, and I'm going to simply duplicate that layer that I'm going to create in a bit by hitting Command J. So I'm going to come and get my pen tool. I'm just going to zoom in like that, and I'm going to simply come and select the area I want to clean up in this image. So I'm not going to be so accurate with my selections, so I'm just going to come and draw it like that. So since I have some distractions right here, I'll just zoom in by clicking Command or Control plus to zoom in, and just use my pen tool by simply clicking and drawing around the model's shoulder like that. So after I've selected everything, I'm simply going to right click and come and make a new selection, feathering of 2 radius, and I'm going to click OK like that. So I'm simply going to come and get my clone stamp tool and increase on the size like that. And I'm just going to hold down the alternate key on the keyboard to sample from this area, and I'm just going to start painting like that to get rid of that distracting background like that. So you have to come back and make another sample if at all you feel it is painting what you don't want. So alternate, I'm going to start all the way from up, alternate, click, and just simply come and clean up the image. So let's just do one more cleanup like this. So I think this looks okay. So what I basically did, I hit Command D to deselect, and you can see we still have this annoying line, but we're going to take care of that shortly. So I'm just going to crop in my image like this to get rid of or to balance this image. Sorry about this, Command Z. So I'm just going to balance up my image and hit enter. So I want to clean up because this was some kind of data wall right behind there, because I had no backdrop when I was doing the shoot. So I'm going to come and get my mixer brush tool and use the wetness of around 22. Then increase on the size by using the bracket on the keyboard, and simply paint over the background to harmonize it basically. So just harmonize that background and clean it up like this. So you can see where we are right now. So basically this is what I did for this image, and I also did skin retouching, so that is obvious. I'm doing the dodging and burning. So for the color grading, you can see the image where it was initially before, after. So this was the image after capture one, of course, processing the raw file, and this is after the Photoshop color grading. So if at all you learned all of this tutorial, don't forget to like this video, and don't forget to hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I'm Ronix from Ronix Photography. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in yet more tutorials on this channel to come. And don't forget to keep practicing and keep creating.